Assalamu alaikum, my dear students of grade 4. Now prepare yourself for a new lesson of science. Quickly bring your science textbooks, good children. Now, as you know, we are studying about sounds. We studied that how sounds are produced, and we also studied that how we can measure the intensity or loudness of sounds in units, and the unit for measuring sound is decibel. Yes, my dear, now quickly open page number 122 of your science textbooks. I'm reading it for you. Listen it very carefully, and you all need to underline the important lines. How do we hear? Sound travels through materials. We can hear sounds when the vibrations they make travel to our ears. Most of the sounds we hear around us reach our ears because these vibrations travel through the air, which is a gas. Now, my dear, underline this all. Most of the sounds we hear around us reach our ears because these vibrations travel through the air, which is a gas. Beside traveling through gases, sounds can also travel through liquids and solids. Underline this also. And here we are clearly told that sound, as we know that sound is made up when there are some vibrations, and those vibrations move, and for the movement of sound vibrations they need some medium means they need something on which they can travel, like any solid, liquid and gas. Sounds can travel on solids, sound can travel on liquids also, and mostly when we talk to each other we hear those sounds travel on gases. Look at the picture carefully. When you are underwater, you can also hear sounds. Whales communicate by using sound that can travel hundreds of kilometers underwater. Okay, my dear, now move to page 123. Look at the picture. A girl is putting her ear on the table, and someone else, maybe her friend, is tapping on the table. When you place your ear on the table and your friend taps on it, you can hear the tapping clearly because sound travels through the table. Okay, my dear, now move to page 124. Sounds can travel through solids, liquids, and gases because the particles in solids, liquids, and gases can pass on the vibrations. Sounds travel fastest through solids and slowest through gases. Now underline this sentence, only last sentence. Sounds travel fastest through solids and slowest through gases. Underline this all. Okay, my dear, now look at this picture. This boy is an astronaut and he is traveling in a space. And you know, space is a vacuum where there is no matter, no solid, no liquid, no gas, no air, nothing is there. So in the vacuum, as there is no matter, so there is nothing for the sound vibrations to travel on. So sounds can never travel in the space because of its vacuum. Okay, now look at amazing fact. Sounds cannot travel through a vacuum as there are no particles to pass on the vibrations. Vacuum is a volume of space without any matter. Outer space is a vacuum. Thus, sound cannot travel in outer space. As I have explained you earlier that sounds cannot travel in the space. So if anyone goes in the space, they cannot hear any sound because sound cannot travel without any matter. And in the outer space, as there is vacuum and there is no matter found. Okay, some materials absorb sound. Loud sounds can be annoying and may even harm our ears. Again, my dear, underline this. Loud sounds can be annoying and may even harm our ears. We can reduce the loudness of sound using soft materials. such as carpets, curtains, and foam cushions. These materials can absorb some of the vibrations to reduce the loudness of the sound. Okay, so you need to underline first of all the names of the things, soft materials like carpets, curtains, foam cushions, and then carry on underlining. These materials can absorb some of the vibrations to reduce the loudness of the sound. Okay, now look at this picture. A theater has sound absorbing materials such as cushions and curtains to reduce the loudness of sounds. Now look at this picture. A room that is soundproof prevents sounds from being heard outside the room. Means there are many soundproof rooms where singers used to record their songs, and some other kind of recordings are done in the soundproof rooms. Soundproof room is a room from where no sound can go out. Sound remains inside that room. Okay, now my dear, move to page 125. I'm reading it. In places where we cannot control the loudness of sounds, we can prevent ear damage by wearing earplugs or ear defenders. The ear defenders are lined with foam. Line means a layer is there inside it. A layer of foam is inside it. Lined with foam that helps to block loud noises. Look at the picture. In the first picture, a girl is putting some earplugs, and in the second picture, a man is doing some work, some sort of cutting work, and as the machine is producing too much sound, so the man is wearing ear defenders. Earplugs and ear defenders can protect our ears. So here in this paragraph, start underlining from the second line. We can prevent ear damage by wearing earplugs or ear defenders. Just in this sentence you need to underline. So this was today's science lesson, and today we studied that how sounds travel. They need some medium to travel on, as the sound vibrations need some medium to travel on. And we also studied about few materials that can absorb sound or reduce the loudness of sounds, and also about soundproof room and how we can prevent our ears from the loud sounds, because loud sounds can damage our ears. So this was today's lesson. I hope you would like this. Take care. Allah Hafiz. Now it's time to do some written work. Allah Hafiz.